Welcome to the top 10 rarest chapter 2 emotes in Fortnite. I have already covered the top 10 rarest emotes, but I just realized they are all from chapter 1, so we're gonna cover the chapter 2 dances. If you do enjoy, make sure you guys drop a like on this video and subscribe for more. Let's get straight into it. At the number 10 spot, we have Fright Funk. This was last seen over 275 days ago and only came to the item shop 4 times. Obviously, this is a Halloween emote and there is more Halloween emotes from chapter 2, but I'm not going to include them as they're probably all going to return this Halloween anyway. But Fright Funk is actually very clean. It's definitely my favorite Halloween emote and I don't really see it too often. At the number 9 spot, we have Well Rounded, another 500 V-Buck dance that was last seen around 300 days ago. This one did come to the shop 7 times. I mean, this dance isn't too bad, but it's not really one that people talk about as it's nothing insane. Like, the music and the dance is kind of average. This did come to the shop 7 times and perhaps it's not returned because it didn't sell too well. I mean, that's just my guess. However, as it's a regular item shop emote, it can come back at any time. So on to the number 8 spot, we have Crazy Boy. This did release on the same day as Well Rounded. However, it did only come to the shop 4 times. Well Rounded came to the shop 7 times. So this one is definitely more rare. I actually really like this dance and I did get it on the first release. I think the music and the moves themselves are actually really clean. And again, I don't actually see this one too often at all. Definitely an underrated emo, and I'm sure people regret not buying this one. Because it is an Icon series dance, I'm not really sure when this one will return. Moving on to the number 7 spot, we have Raise the Cup. So this emote came out alongside the cup. It was last seen over 340 days ago and was only in the shop once. So there was literally only one chance to buy it, and the music is copyright because it's a theme song to the football team Liverpool. Maybe a lot of people didn't buy this emote if they don't like Liverpool. I don't know, but I don't really see it too often. And I don't know many people with it. You also could have got this emote by placing in the cup, but only a couple thousand got it. I'm not really sure if this will return or when it will return, due to it being like a mini kind of event with the cup. But it's actually a good emote. Coming in at the number 6 spot, we have all of the Star Wars emotes. So there's the Dark Side, Traitor, and Resistance Thumbs Up. These were all last seen over 450 days ago and only came to the shop a small amount of times. They was only around 200 to 300 V-Bucks each, but they're not really that good, so I feel like people didn't get them that much. I'm surprised they didn't come out at the start of May for May the 4th be with you, but because they didn't, that's why they're starting to get really rare now. And who knows how long it could be to see these emotes come back. Before we move on to the number 5 spot, I want to give a bonus mention to Taxi. This was last seen over 230 days ago and only came to the shop 6 times. So this emote is starting to get pretty rare now and I'm not really sure when it will return. So coming in at the number 5 spot, we have Headbanger, but not the regular one. This is the Travis Scott one. This was actually last seen over 460 days ago. Time actually flies. Like, I remember getting this emote, watching the event. How was that 460 days ago? That's crazy. But this emote did only come to the shop once and stayed there for 6 days. It was a 300 V-Buck emote, and I mean, a lot of people do have it, but at the same time, a lot of people don't. So it is getting pretty rare now. So this is mostly only going to return when the Travis Scott skin does, and who knows when that's going to be. If it's already been over 460 days, then yeah, it could be another 400 days. Who actually knows? This emote isn't too bad, but at the same time, it's nothing crazy. And for the Travis Scott Rage emote, that was from the challenges, so that will never return anyway. So on to the number 4 spot, we have Kite. This is a 500 V-Buck traversal dance which was last seen over 465 days ago. However, this one only came to the shop 3 times, so there was hardly any chances to buy it. This one was recently updated in the files, so it can return at any time. I mean, the emote is okay, but in my opinion, this could have been a 200 V-Buck emote instead of 500, which is probably why a lot of people didn't get it. But obviously, when it does return, it won't be rare anymore. Moving on to the number 3 spot, we have Around the Clock. So this was a Christmas emote and it was last seen over 530 days ago, meaning it didn't come back last Christmas. I'm not sure why it didn't return, but I'm guessing it might return this Christmas. so therefore won't be rare anymore. But this emote is actually so fire. I love the start of it, the music, it's actually just so clean. As well as that, this was only in the shop 3 times. It came out in December, January, and then February, and then it just never came back. So it is a pretty rare emote, which I hardly ever see. Out of all the chapter 2 emotes, I think this one is my favorite. However, the next ones coming up are pretty clean as well. Before we get on to the top 2 rarest emotes, I'm going to give 2 bonus mentions, the first one being Out With The Old. This one came to the shop just for New Year's and was last seen over 215 days ago. But the twist with this emote is that this really shouldn't return. As you can see, they put a pin in 2020 and bring out 2021. So going into 2022, this would make no sense to bring out this emote, which is why I feel like it's never going to return. So in the future, this could definitely be one of the rarest emotes in the game. And the second bonus mention is going to Advanced Math. I'm pretty sure you guys all know this emote, but did you know this hasn't been out in almost 200 days now? I feel like I used to see this emote all the time, but no, this only came to the shop 9 times as well. So if this doesn't come back anytime soon, then it's gonna start getting rare. And for some reason, I actually don't mind this emote. Like, I kind of like it. I know a lot of people hate this one. This emote is so bad, it's actually really good, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't know. But let's get on to the second rarest chapter 2 emote in the game. If you didn't already guess, it is Glyphic. This is actually more rare than people think, as it was last seen over 540 days ago and only came to the shop 3 times. So there was only 3 chances to buy this emote and then it never came back. And I know for a fact a lot of people wish they bought this one and they want it to return. I mean, I agree, like when I first saw it, I wasn't the biggest fan, but it's definitely grown on me and I do like it a lot now. This emote still hasn't been updated, so we might not see it return anytime soon. But this emote is actually so nice, I'm gonna let it play so you guys can hear the music properly. So coming in at the number 1 spot, the rarest emote from chapter 2, we have Disc Spinner. This was last seen over 605 days ago and only came to the shop 3 times. So this is incredibly rare, and again, you just never see this emote. I'm not sure why this one hasn't came back. It's definitely got summer vibes and I do like the music for it as well. This is probably my second favorite chapter 2 emote after Around the Clock. Again though, this hasn't been updated, so I'm not sure it's going to be coming back anytime soon. So if you have any of these emotes, now you know they're rare, and if any of your friends have them, make sure you show them this video. That is going to be all though. Thank you all for watching, make sure you subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one.